Hi, my name is Bob Marzano. I'm actually speaking from Denver, Colorado. Myself and colleagues Jennifer Norford, Danette Parsley, and Doug Gagnon have submitted a paper for the conference, and the topic of that paper is a new paradigm for the teacher as a researcher. That's a very broad topic, but we actually take a very narrow focus. And that focus is teachers conducting research on specific instructional strategies. And by instructional strategy, we mean things like strategies for previewing content before students interact with that content, or strategies for graphic representations, how they're used, strategies for increasing response rates of students in class. So the focus on specific strategies and their effects on student outcomes, most importantly, student achievement. Now, we assert that when you take that focus, the traditional paradigm for research in K-12 education, it just doesn't fit that well. And then in the paper, we try to lay that out. Here's some reasons why we think that the traditional paradigm just doesn't work very well. Well, first of all, the traditional paradigm would usually employs end-of-year assessments or interim assessments of student achievement. And with instructional strategies, that doesn't work well because instructional strategies have a short cycle effect. And by that, we mean that if you have a previewing activity that a teacher is studying, that should have an effect within a single class period or within a couple of class periods. So the short cycle effect implies that, well, wait a minute, we can't use assessments that we use for within a traditional paradigm, just don't fit very well. Traditional paradigm also focuses on the generalizability, of whatever interventions you're looking at. And the generalizability is usually aimed at generalizing across large populations, as in all high school teachers or all fifth grade teachers. The problem, obviously, with when you're focusing on specific instructional strategies is that the effects of those strategies are embedded in or situated in an individual teacher's personality, the content they're addressing, the characteristics of their students, and all the mediating and moderating variables that go with that. So generalizability within this model, is very different from the traditional model. Generalizability within this model means what's generalizable to that individual teacher and their content and their students in terms of the effectiveness of specific strategies. Traditional paradigm generally focuses on multi-level type analyses, hierarchical linear modeling most specifically. And that, again, doesn't fit, with our focus because if you think of teachers conducting experiments on specific instructional strategies, there's just no naturally occurring second-level variables, with the first level being the teacher themselves and the specific strategies that they're working on. For example, it would be very difficult to find a situation where all teachers in a school were working on the same strategy in the same content area and for the same length of time. So it just doesn't work very well. Also, in the multi-level models, depending on who you read on the topic, they will define small group size as 20 or 30 or 40, 50 or 50 subjects, and you're not going to find 20 teachers in one building who are working on the same strategy, content area, et cetera, et cetera. So in effect, what we're proposing is a paradigm that allows teachers to be involved in what I'll loosely refer to as quasi-experimental studies, on specific instructional strategies. And then also, we propose a way of how would you put many studies, if we can have a national emphasis on this, together and aggregate the data in ways that are meaningful and as valid as possible.